Nolasco did a good job moving the ball around. We chased a ton out of the zone tonight, which is not something we've done in the last week. Part of that was our anxiousness. Part of that was certainly his effectiveness. But, the way the game started, we got into trouble early, had the early walk, and then the first pitch homer. And then really on both sides, there wasn't a ton of offense to speak of. We couldn't piece really an inning together where we had multiple hits in a row or multiple base runners in a row. There was always something in the way, either too late after a couple outs or starting something up with 2 outs and then making a big pitch at the right time. So a little flurry at the end that looked like after we got a couple leadoff runners on the middle part of the game and late in the game, but couldn't push anything across.
What can you say about Fiers bouncing back after that home run?
Yeah, his first inning was really his only bad inning. He had the 2 walks and when I pulled him, but he was really good. Fastball changeup combo was good. He landed a couple breaking balls, which is when he's good. He's got that in his back pocket. So I thought he threw the ball exceptionally well. After that first hiccup in the first, and even the ambush homer, by Pujols, which is something he can do. Is just after the walk to Trout being careful. So that's the middle part of their order that we talked about before the game that can do a lot of damage and change the scoreboard, and they did that tonight.
Was that more so Pujols taking advantage of the pitch or just a bad spot on that pitch?
I'd have to look at the pitch on the video. Obviously, he went up there hunting fastball. He hadn't had a ton of success against Fiers in his career, a small sample, like 10 at-bats. I think he had 1 homer. That might have been his only hit. So, he's going up there being aggressive, especially after the walk, probably wanted to get up there and see if Fiers used the big part of the zone and got a pitch he liked.
Did you see anything? Nolasco had been very good his last 5 starts. What did you see kind of based on that coming tonight to kind of make it the game plan of what you guys?
Yeah, he's he knows what he's doing. He's been in this league a long time. He can move the ball around a little bit. He can change the shape and the speed of his breaking balls. He threw about 3 different breaking balls tonight. He had a really slow breaking ball when he wanted it. He had 2 different sliders. Our guys were coming back to the dugout saying that was very effective. So, he just knows how to pitch around the barrel. He gets the ball off the barrel when he's at his best. He missed a couple bats tonight with us being anxious, and we just couldn't put enough pressure on him to have to alter his game plan. He came at us and teased us around the strike zone and feasted off of our anxiousness.
Teoscar getting held up there with Gurriel coming up. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, obviously you got to be sure with 2 outs, and we're down by 2. I think if it was a down by 1 situation, I'm sure Gary would have sent him. But the advantage being you could get a run across. The disadvantage is that was, I think, one of the only 1 or 2 times where we actually had multiple runners on base. You got to be sure we're in a really good part of our lineup. After Springer, we've got Gurriel and Altuve and Correa. If we can get a big inning together, you got to be sure there. So I'm fine with the hold.
Gustave come along?
Yeah, he's been great, and he's starting to feel really good with 2 pitches. He's always had arm strength. He's always been a sort of a high fastball type guy. He's learning how to sink it a little bit. He's pitched inside. I thought that was really good at bat with Trout, making him uncomfortable. He's able to slide or throw a slider a couple times, and there's a growing confidence with him. He's got 99 anytime he wants it, and that's a huge weapon when you know where to put it and know how to sequence it. So I see a confidence growing with him. He's only got 10 or 12 innings in the big leagues, but I think a night like tonight where he comes in, inherits some traffic, gets out of it, goes back, faces the middle part of their order, names he's going to recognize, should give him a nice little boost.
Just 1 game on the schedule, but with the number left and as tight as a race, can the loss now get a little more magnified with this?
Yeah, we're not perfect. I don't know if anybody's going to run the table, and I think it's. Losses any time of the year hurt. These obviously hurt when you're glued to what's going on. But we've still got the rest of the schedule to play out. We've got our hands full to come out and get a win tomorrow night. But we won't dwell on this too long. We got a game tomorrow.